Good morning, this is Ed Crow. I'm going to take 10 minutes today, or maybe 15, we'll see, I guess, to go over Connect for Medicare. I haven't really done a webinar recording since it made some changes for 2022, so I'm going to talk about those today. So having said that, let's get started. Connect for Medicare is the umbrella for two enrollment systems, Connecture and Sunfire. So those who aren't familiar, both platforms, they're different companies. Connecture and Sunfire are competing companies. They both are systems that our agents can go into to do online enrollments via text or email to enroll people for Advantage, Part D, supplements, plans. You can also check doctors, search drugs. You can save doctors lists, drug lists, compare plans, and then send a scope electronically or send a comparison or a plan for someone to enroll in via email or text. So I'm going to do that today. Today I'm going to focus on Connecture. My next recording will be Sunfire, and then I'll throw a third one in there, which will be my Medicare bot, which does all the same things that Connecture and Sunfire will do, but it does it by voice signature, which is a really cool feature. And again, agents that work with Corona Associates and Pinnacle can enroll in these and use them at no cost. So first of all, I'll show you how to get there. If you look at the web address, it's www.connect4medicare.com. You can do this, access this through the Pinnacle website as well. But if you go to connect4medicare.com, you will need a username and password to get in to Connecture and Sunfire. We will provide those to you. Just call our office if you don't have them. Office number is 203-796-5403. So you have choices. You can look at Connecture for 2022, or you can do Sunfire for 2022 at this point. No need to do 2021 really, unless you're using a special election of, or there's no point rather to use 2021 at this stage. So click on Connecture 2022. You have to log in, as I stated, so you log in. And again, I'm going to give you a general overview of how the system works here. So first of all, when you go into the system, what I want to show you is this is an online enrollment for prospects. You can save drug lists, as I mentioned, doctor lists. You can enroll people. You can send scopes from this. But first things I wanted to point out is when you log in, your name will be at the top right. And if you use that drop down, it's going to show you a couple things. Use the drop down and go to Account Overview. And this will give you your link for your personal shopping website. So this is broker facing the system where you can create everything, do everything, and then send that information, quotes, comparisons, links to enroll to the client. But you also have your own personalized shopping link that is approved, that you could put on your website, on your email, and that is client facing. So the consumer could go on that site, do all their own research if they wanted, and if they enrolled in anything through that, you would be credited as the broker on that sale. So that's how you get your shopping link, and all you really have to do is copy the link. We'll paste it. I just want to show it to you quick and so you can see what it looks like. And there it is. So that's a consumer-facing link. Again, it can go on your website, your email, and prospects can go on there, or current clients can go on there, quote, compare, and enroll. And you'll be credited for everything they do. But that's where you get the link. Okay, so to start using Connect for Medicare, the first thing I'll do is show you if you just need to quote some plans quick. You know, you don't want to create a profile, so you're not actually enrolling somebody. You just want to see what's available in an area. All you would do is click on Plans. Put in a zip code. I'll just use mine for now. And shop for plans. Again, this isn't going to connect this with any person because you haven't created a profile for anybody. But this is just if you need to take a quick look. And as you can see, I'll go through. First thing to notice is Connecture is going to show you the plans that you're contracted and certified to sell. It's an enrollment link, so it can't have you enrolling people in plans you're not contracted and certified to sell. So when you look at this, when you look at the tabs, here's the Advantage plans. If you want to see MA only, it's there. PDPs, Med Subs. it's going to only show you the things that you're ready to sell. If you want to see all plans, even the ones that you're not ready to sell, even plans that we, meaning Crow and Pinnacle, don't have, all you would do is click the Add Non-Licensed Plans button. And then it's going to literally show you everything. And so I have pretty much everything on this board, so it really didn't add much of anything. But it will show you all plans, whether you can sell it or not, when you click that button. For an example, if we look at the PDP plans, so the ones that I'm ready to sell, I can add to cart or add to quote. The ones I'm not ready to sell, it'll say not licensed to sell. Like Cigna, for example, here in Connecticut, it doesn't pay comp, so it shows me as non-licensed. But that's how you know. So if you click the Show All Plans button, it's going to show you everything, and it's very easy to use. That way you can see all the plans that are out there. So for comparison purposes, this thing works great. We'll go back to the MA plans. I'm just going to show you briefly. On the left, we'll go back to only plans I can sell. So that's how you click back, is you just click on that tab. Just a couple filters to notice. On the left, there's the insulin savings filter. That is going to filter out all the plans that do not participate in the insulin savings program. That's the program that caps insulins and other diabetic drugs at $35 for a copay. There's no deductible, no donut hole. There are companies, it's different in every state, so I can't identify them for each state, but there are companies in each state that participate in that program, and if you click that button, it's going to show you the ones that do. So if I click it, you're going to see in our state, it's Anthem and United that participate in the program. I'm going to unclick that for now. And you can see it added all the plans back that don't participate in the insulin savings program, which can save consumers a lot of money. If you want to filter by plan, you can do it here. If you want to filter by plan type, you can do it there. If you want to make a comparison, so again, we haven't built a profile, we're not enrolling somebody yet, but we're just kind of looking to see what's available. Maybe if I want to compare plans, you can compare up to 3. I'm just going to randomly pick 3. There we go. So I picked 3 plans. All I do is hit the Compare Now button. And it's going to show me all 3. Now, I could send this quote. If I want to send this to someone, before I jump ahead, so it gives you all 3 plans, shows you the benefits, kind of an abbreviated summary. And then it gives you links to more information below, like you can do the carrier's provider directory. There's a link to that. And by the way, when you do that, you can save the doctors on here. Same thing with prescription drug directory, and you can save the doctors. If you want to see more plan documents like a summary of benefits, applications, that type of thing, that link will do that for you, the view details link. If you want to see more details on the plan, you just simply click plan details. And it's going to give you a much larger summary, more detailed summary of that plan. So if you're comparing these plans and you want to send 3 quotes to somebody for them to review, a consumer that is, you can do that by hitting send quote. If you want to just send them 2 or 1, you just hit the X and get rid of them first. But if you click send quote, all you have to do is put in the first name, last name, email if you want to email it, or phone number if you want to text it, or both. And then you send it. It's quick, it's easy. The consumer will get that. If you only choose 1 plan, that's the only one they'll be able to enroll in. If you give them 3, they could enroll in any of the 3. And they just simply, it instructs them in how to enroll, and if they enroll, you'd be credited with that sale. So that's just how you do a quick and easy of looking at what's available for plans. And again, you can still send a quote from doing that. However, if you want to build a profile, you would click the New Profile button. And I'm just going to build a fake one quick. There's about 100 fake EdCrow profiles in my Connecture. So there we go. Entered some information. Click Save. There's 101 now, and click Continue to Plans. So if I'm working with a prospect, especially by phone, because you don't have to be face-to-face with this system, I would enter their information, I would quote plans. Maybe I want to look at prescription drug plans, supplements, MAs, whatever I want to look at. I can do that. Now, what's nice about this system is if you want to add in medications for this person or doctors, all you do is, since I created a profile, you go up here to their name and go to the drop down. Now, if you want to send them a scope, you do that right here. So there we go. I can email or text them a scope of appointment form. Let's add some prescriptions for the person. So we'll do atorvastatin. Okay, so we'll add that. Pick the dosage and add. Let's do we'll do Xarelto. We'll add that. Now, if there's a generic for any of these drugs, it will ask you if you want to use the generic below. So a lot of times people will give you a drug. They'll say, I take Synthroid, but they're really not. They're taking levothyroxine. And if you do that, I'll do that as an example. It'll give you the option of adding that. Let me show you. So if we go Synthroid. So we put in Synthroid. Not many people take Synthroid anymore. It's going to ask me for the dosage. Great. And then it's going to ask me, do I want to use the generic, which is Levo? And I'm going to say yes and add it. All right, so we have 3 drugs. You could do more, but I'll just, for today's purposes, end it at 3. Hit continue. It's going to ask you to choose a pharmacy. You can actually choose up to 3 of them. So I added 3. You have to set one as a primary pharmacy. I will do Costco. It's the primary. I'm going to hit continue. And again, it will save all this information as long as you've built a profile. I'm not going to do the select benefits that are important to you. I'll skip that function for now. It will hone in on the plans that are best in those areas if you click those buttons. Okay, so I added drugs, and what this will do is it will sort the plans based on utilization at the pharmacy I chose and the drugs I put in. You can sort it up here, so I'm going to go total estimated drug cost, low to high. Okay, so it's showing me the plan. It's going to have the lowest drug cost for the year, factoring in donut hole, copays, deductibles, everything. Total cost of drugs for that prospect. In this case, WellCare came out the best. Right here it gives you the drug cost, $810. The total annual cost is throwing an algorithm in, which I'm not a big fan of, but it throws in a health algorithm, just saying, we think of a person as an average utilizer. On this plan, here's about how much they're going to pay in healthcare costs. So, but the drug number itself, the specific drug cost, is here. As you can go down, you can see the estimated drug cost. Total cost will change. Estimated drug cost will be here. And I did sort this by least to most. So if you want to see details on those drug costs, you hit Plan Details. And keep in mind, you can always switch pharmacies here if you want to see the difference in costs. And you can always send this quote if you'd like, add to cart or send quote. But here we go. It shows you plan details. It shows the prescriptions. It'll show you what tier they're in, the retail cost, how much the cost in the gap. It'll give you all those details. It'll also show you total cost. So it'll show you total drug cost by month. So it's very easy then to identify when somebody will hit the donut hole. So here this person's going to hit it in September. Because Xarelto went from $37 to $122. And if I wanted to switch this, I could click a different pharmacy. And obviously I picked 2 out of network ones. But if I had picked in-network pharmacies, it would show you how the drug cost compares at each pharmacy with that given plan. And again, if you want to send somebody a quote, just click Send Quote and you can send it out to them. And you can choose whatever you want them to have as far as materials to go with it, but they can enroll either email or text on this system. Okay, so just wanted to give you a quick overview. Now, if you wanted to add doctors for somebody, we could do that too. I won't go through the drill, but I'll show you. You just go to Providers, and then you just search by name. Okay, let's go back to the plans. Nope, I just got rid of my person. So when that happens, I actually made an error, but it's a good thing to show you. So I just got off my profile. Well, you can search for the people. So whenever this is a CRM, so when you start to build up a lot of prospects and clients in here, you can easily search them through the name search. So I'll go Crow. Where's the last one I made? So as you can see, I've made a lot of profiles in here. You can sort these by date. I did not do that ahead of time. So I have to search down through. Let's see. Oh, right here. Okay, so I guess I've got it sorted so the newest one's at the bottom, which makes no sense. But anyway, so you can search your clients this way. So I'll pull this profile back up. There it is. I just wanted to show you a couple other quick things here. Now, I saved a drug list. If I save a doctor list, it will show that doctor's list. It'll stay saved, and it'll show me when I look at these plans, which plans has which doctors in network. So it'll do it just like it does on the drugs. But when I do that drug run, if I want to do it for prescription drugs, I just go over to that tab. I already put the drug list in, so it's automatically going to apply it towards this. And it shows the drugs, the monthly premium, the cost of the drugs, and the total cost. That total cost reflects the monthly premium times 12 months plus the drug costs, which gives you the total annual cost, and you can sort this by total estimated cost. So it's a quick way for the drugs they take to see which drugs will come out, which drug plan will come out with the lowest overall cost for them for the year. If you want to see details, just like we've done the Advantage, you just click the plan details button. Now, if you want to add more pharmacies, you just click edit. And we can add a couple more. We'll add CVS, and we'll add Walgreens. Okay, so it has us back. I'm going to go back to the prescription drug plans again. Here we go. There we go. I can compare these just like I did the Advantage plans. If I want to switch and see how the pharmacy affects the cost, or if it changes the order of total estimated cost, I just click the pharmacy button. So that's Stop and Shop. If we go CVS, Walgreens, it'll change the order of the plans. And again, if you want to enroll somebody, you can click Add to Cart or Add to Quote, and you can send them a link to enroll. So just wanted to give you a quick run through how the system works. I didn't even go to MA or supplements, but you can quote just like you did with Advantage or PDPs. That's how the system works. And just remember, it's only going to show the plans that you are contracted and certified to sell unless you click on the Show All Plans button. And again, if we click Insulin Saver Program, it'll show you which plans participate with it versus the ones that don't. Thanks for joining me today. I wanted to keep this rather brief, but that's a quick overview of how you use the system. And appreciate it. And I will also do a recorded webinar on Sunfire, which is very similar to this. It does have some advantages and disadvantages. I tend to like Sunfire better for duals, and I think their scope functions a little easier. But nonetheless, both systems are very good to use. And I will do a webinar on Sunfire, and I'll do one on my Medicare bot, which is very similar to these platforms, but instead of a text or email enrollment, my Medicare bot is pure voice signature for multiple carriers. So thanks for joining. Hope you have a great day.